Hi everyone, and welcome to my hair tutorial on how to dye your hair at home. Sorry if you hear any weird noises in the background, it's blowing a gale force outside. Right, so to begin, this is the product that I am going to be using. It is the Garnier Olia in the colour 4.6, which is like red. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. And if you're interested in knowing how to do this without reading the instruction manual, then make sure you stick around. Right, so first off, if you've never used hair care products before, if you've never done it at home, or you've never been to the hairdressers to get your hair coloured, I do suggest doing a swatch test on your skin to make sure that you're not allergic. It does recommend that you do this 48 hours to 24 hours before you do use this product to make sure that you don't get any allergic reaction to any of the hair care products or any of the products that are inside this product, if that makes any sense. Okay, I have done my hair so many times at home, so I'm not going to be needing to do this swatch test. So I skipped this step completely, but I do recommend it if you haven't, or if you've got sensitive skin, or you have had an allergic reaction before to any products with hair care or makeup. This product is actually quite in a big box, which I didn't expect, and it wasn't very expensive. It was just under €9 in Spanish euros. And obviously on this packaging it is in Spanish, but I speak Spanish perfectly fine, so I do understand everything that's going on and I'm not going to be making any mistakes, fingers crossed. Inside this product you get the instruction manual like this. You get the bottle to put your product in so that you can put it on your hair. You get the developer cream, which actually says so in English, which is a little bit strange because the rest of the product's in Spanish. You get the developer cream, you get the colorant, you get, sorry, this is the colorant and this is the conditioner for afterwards. So this is the colorant, and you also get a pair of gloves so that you don't get it all over your hands. Actually, these gloves are very, very nice. Normally you get very plasticky ones and very crinkly, but these ones are actually very good products. Okay, so first off, what you're going to have to do is, because this colour is very intense, you're going to have to use some Vaseline just to put around the edges so then you don't get colour stains like on your ears, around the back of your neck and on the top of your head. I am going to do this, although I do have a sort of like a fluid that can get it off, but I'm going to do this anyway. Okay, so now that's all done, which I feel really gross. It feels like you've got oil all over your head. Next off, we're going to have to let all of our hair down, and we're going to have to brush it all through and make sure that you've got no knots, tangles, anything. Make sure you've got no leftover bobby pins in your hair if you've gone out the night before, and just make sure that everything is okay. So I'm just going to take my hair out, and I'm just going to brush it through with a paddle brush first. Sorry, there's a mirror behind me, that's why I'm looking behind you. And then with a comb, just to make sure that there is no tangles that I've missed with the paddle brush. Right, next what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the sides of our hair, so this part of our head. So, and then we've got this back bit here. And we're going to swizzle it round at the top. I don't know if you can see that, probably not actually. Swizzle it round, and then we're going to get a pincer thing and put that so then it just holds most of your hair in place. Next off, because I don't want to get anything over this top, I'm going to change. I've got a sort of like a dressing gown that I wear when I'm doing hair stuff. So I'm going to quickly change into that and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now that I look even more like a dork than I did before, I am going to get my bottle, which is like this. If you already have one, you don't have to use this, but this is just what comes with the product. You're going to take the lid off and you're going to get the developer cream, and you're going to put all of the developer cream that's in this bottle in the bottle that we have here. Try and get all of the product out if you can, and try not to spill any like I just did. Some products already come with the developer cream inside the bottle, and this is the first time that I've ever had to put the developer cream in the container itself. It's always been inside it, so this is a bit of a new experience for me. And it's right, it really doesn't smell bad. Normally it reeks of chemicals, and this one has meant to have no ammonia in it, and it smells like conditioner. It's wonderful. Okay, and second, now that we've got all of the developer cream in the bottle, we are going to get these, sorry, wrong one. We're going to get the colouring cream, and we're going to take off the lid like so. And as, don't know if you can see that, but on the bottom of the lid, on the top of the lid, there is like a pincer thing. So we're going to put that through like this, just twist it a few times. And then you can see it just coming through like that. And we're going to just squeeze all of this colouring into the bottle. This is actually really hard to do with one hand. Okay, I've just placed it on the counter so that I can get a little bit more of a steady hold on it and try and get all the product inside the container. Okay, so now that that's done, I am going to take the top of the lid and add it like so, and then we've got to shake it. And it doesn't say on the instruction manual how long you have to shake it for. It just says until the mixture is completely intertwined. Okay, so that looks about ready. It's all mixed and it's a lovely orange colour. It's amazing. And it smells amazing. It doesn't smell like a hair product. Okay, I don't know if I told you this already, but I am wearing a t-shirt underneath that I no longer want because there is a risk that I can, whoa. It just exploded. Okay, right, I didn't mean for that to happen before I put my gloves on, but it did. So I'm probably going to end up with red fingers. I'm going to put my gloves on so then I don't get red hands. And then I'm going to start with this bottom area and just run it through, and then I'm going to take different sections and do it that way. So I'm just going to run the product all the way down my root until I reach halfway, and then I'm just going to run it down, rub it in the roots as well, just bring it down. It's actually, I do find it easier if you do put it on your hand and then rub it in your hair, instead of trying to rub it on your hair and then not knowing quite where you're going with it and spilling it all over the place. There is always a risk that you're never going to get every single strand of your hair with home dyeing, but it's a risk that most people are willing to take. because it's a lot cheaper than going to the hairdressers. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet now and I'll just speed through this one. Okay, so now that I've finished that, I need to leave this on my hair for half an hour. If you're going to just do the roots, you've got to leave the roots, like you've got to do the top and leave the top for 20 minutes and then rub it on the rest of your hair for 10 minutes. I must say, this product has got so much in it. I normally, and my hair isn't that long, but normally towards the end I start to feel like I'm running out of product just a little bit here. But with this, it's amazing. It just goes, a little bit goes a long way. As you can see, my whole head is turning red. It started off like a peachy colour and slowly it's turning more bloodish red. I haven't hurt my head. These gloves were a benefit because I've got it all down me and I've got a red neck, well, an orange neck at the moment. So I'm going to just put my hair up in the clip that I had earlier, and I'm going to leave my hair up in this clip for 30 minutes and then I will be back. I'll come back, then I'm going to wash it out and show you the results. Hi, I'm back. So it's been half an hour. I did leave it on for 5 minutes more by accident because I wasn't timing myself like an idiot. I did have to wipe some of the dye off of the top of my head because it was just staining me. And as you can see, I just so much have to just wipe my finger and it looks like I'm bleeding. So yeah, it's turned out more orangey than I expected, I guess. I thought that it was going to be like a dark blood red, but it's turned out more of an orangey, darkish, brownish, reddish colour. I don't know, it's very, very odd. I've never had a dye come out this colour ever before. I do know that this is an oil-based and no ammonia product, so I expected it to be a little bit different. This is what's happened to the bottle. And I actually feel more product left in the bottle that I couldn't get out before that's settled. Anyway, I'm going to take all of this off of my hair and I will be back to show you what has happened afterwards. Okay, I'm back. I've done it. I've washed all of it out. It does say to wash until the water runs clear. But I always find that entirely impossible to do. It never runs clear for me. I'm sorry all of my makeup came off. I was no over in the shower. So far, it's come off of my head really easy, which I was really shocked about because normally it stains and it's horrible. That has come off super easy, and I know that I put some Vaseline on there beforehand, but even so, it's super good. I've got nothing on my ears whatsoever, which is like miraculous for red. There is one slight problem though. When I was taking it out, the water was orange. Like not red as you would expect, or pink, it was orange, which slightly concerns me. Sadly, I washed the water away down the sink so then I could see if it was turning, if the water was running clear yet. Looking at my hair, in this light, on the roots, it's ginger. I haven't bleached my hair and I'm naturally a very dark brunette. So, next step is Silk and Shine Conditioner, which has got number 3 on it, so it's a step 3. Okay, so what we're going to do is it's just like a regular conditioner. We're just going to put a little bit in our hands, as much as we want. So I'm going to take that much, which doesn't even take up a quarter of the tube. Whether we're meant to put more than this on or not, I have no idea. It just says regular condition. And we're going to rub it in like you would normally if you were conditioning your hair as you're washing it. Now that we've got the roots done, what I normally do is I just take a little bit more, so I need that much more, and just sort of skim it over my head really. So just glide it over. So like not really rubbing it in. When I do, I just rub it in with my fingertips. Now that I've done that, it doesn't say that you have to wait any amount of time, which most products do. They normally tell you to wait about 10 minutes before you take it out. But on this instructions, it doesn't tell you any time at all. It just says that you've got to put it in your hair. If your hair has dried up, like if it's more dry, then you've got to add a little bit of water, but mine is still soaking wet because I've just come out of the shower. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wash it off now, and I will come back and I will have dry hair. I'm not going to come back afterwards because it's going to be the same colour it is now. It's just going to have conditioner in it and taken out of it. So I'm going to dry my hair and then I'll come back and I'll show you the end result. Hello, I'm back. Right, I have no idea what to say. I am extremely disappointed with it. Completely disappointed with this product. It's made my hair very, very soft, and very shiny, but it didn't come out the colour that it intended to. I have not bleached my hair, so that shouldn't be a problem. I did not have any harsh dyes in my hair before because I dyed my hair 6 months previous, and it was brown. And I have not done anything to my hair. I followed all the instructions and everything. I made sure that I did everything right, and it's completely failed me. It promised red and it's come out purple and red. It's come out all purplish at the front here and then red at the tips. It has not taken to my hair at all. All down this side of my hair, all in the middle, and all down the same on this side of my hair is completely brown, with red tips. I mean, it didn't go right for me at all. Parts of these bits at the tips of my hair are really red and this is purple. For people who may want to try this product, maybe if you try it on lighter hair and not dark hair, it might work a little bit better, but it's not what I expected at all. It just didn't take to my hair at all, and I have no idea why. I had nothing in my hair before this. I followed all the instructions, so the last time I washed my hair I didn't put any chemicals in my hair afterwards, no hairspray, no leave-in conditioner, nothing. On the plus side, it has left my hair very, very soft, very silky. It looks completely undamaged by me dyeing it. It's just the colour, really. However, because it left my hair so lovely, I'm going to give this product a 5 out of 10 because it did half of its job. It had no ammonia in it. You could smell that it had no ammonia in it. It had lots of conditioner, it had lots of product. It was good value for money, but I don't know. If you want to try this product, I do recommend it, but I do recommend that maybe you leave it in slightly longer. Again, follow the instructions, so don't have any products in your hair previously to dyeing your hair, and also make sure that you haven't washed your hair for a day at least. Don't wash it that morning, dry it and then try and dye it because it won't work. Also, never put dye on wet hair. It does state that in any instruction manual. It's not a good idea and it won't work at all. You're just wasting your money. I haven't got any other products in my hair at the moment apart from the dye and the conditioner that came with the product. It may calm itself down because this is the first day, and I do know from experience that a few dyes take a little bit of a time to come out to their natural colour. So they'll take 1 or 2 washes to be the colour that they're intended to be. However, I do recommend that you do try and use these dyes, whether it be brown, blonde or red, because I think that they are wonderful. They leave your hair so silky, and we'll just see how long that lasts. I will keep you updated in the comments below or in the description below on what happened with my hair, how it turned out and how it is. I will leave everything down below. Follow me on Facebook, Bookwormbeauty96, and that's a page that you can like. I will link that in the description below. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share if you like this video and if you found it helpful. I know that there's a few hiccups in this video, how it didn't turn out quite right and how the product review was a little bit off, but I do think that in the future these dyes will be very, very good. Just make sure that you try and get it right. It could have been my fault. I'm going to state that now. It could have been my fault. I could have dyed it wrong. I could have not put the product on my hair and run it through as good as I could have done. But we will see what happens. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. All of my links are down below to all of my channels that you want to follow. And don't forget, I do have a singing video and a singing channel, and I will also link that down below in the description bar. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.